Hey guys, today is a vlog on days 52 and 53. Last night, I couldn't sleep. It was already late, it was like 1 o'clock, and I usually go to bed, close my eyes, and it takes me maybe 10-15 minutes to sleep. For some reason, I couldn't sleep. I was wide awake for like an hour. And I think it's because, well, I'm getting anxious about my trips. And also because I was getting anxious about the fact that I am planning to do VLCD on the weekend. That includes my road trip, so when I'm going to be in the car, and a day or two while I'm in LA, which have always been very hard for me. In the back of my mind, it was keeping me up. But then I eventually got to sleep. I believe it might have been almost 2 in the morning already. And then at like 7:45, I wake up, fully awake. Usually I'd be able to sleep in, but I couldn't. Okay, this is a sign. It's time to make a decision. So what I did was I weighed and I was zero point 0.6 down. So that put me down to 127.2. And that is 0.6 under my first round LDW. But like I've already said on my last vlog, that I'm already measuring 4 inches smaller than last round's LDW. And I was at the same weight. Well, I'm at 127.2, and I decide, you know what, I'm going to measure again. I don't care. I know I measured like 2 days ago, but I feel thin. So I measured, and dagnabbit, I was smaller again. I'll tell you, I was 4 inches smaller again, my whole body. But the kicker was my waist. I lost from 2 days ago, okay? And I use a Mayo tape. So it's not like I squeezed harder or anything like that. But my natural waistline is an inch smaller than 2 days ago. Is that incredible? And I measured at the same time in the morning. 2 days ago, I measured at 27.5. And I was already like stoked about that. Because I haven't been 27.5 and I don't even remember. It had to be about maybe when I first met Angel. I met Angel about 18 years ago. And I remember that my Levi's were size 27, 28. I had 2 pairs, a 27 and a 28. So today I measured 26.5. And I'm pretty sure I have not been a 26 since high school. Because my grandma used to make my clothes. And I remember it was always a 26. At least closer to the end, my senior year. And I graduated young at 16. So, and I was, I always had some hips, but not as much as now. Of course, I've had 3 kids. And so I'm curvier, which is cool. But 26.5, guys, I mean, I would never, ever dream to be that small at my age. I mean, it was weird because a few years ago I used to say, I'm going to be determined to be fit by the time I'm 40. And okay, so I'm a year late, but hey, better late than never, right? So then I thought, why torture myself for the next 3 days, like while I'm on the road trip and while I'm in LA for 2 days? Why torture myself on VLCD when I'm already 8 inches smaller than I was last LDW? Could it mean that I've gained more muscle because I have been exercising a lot more this time around as last time? Last time I used to, people who've been watching me, I used to jump rope and do push-ups and sit-ups for like 30 minutes tops. This time around, I've been running a lot and almost every day. And though I think I've lost just as much or actually more fat, my legs look the same because I think the muscle, maybe I don't have to go all the way down to 125. I just don't see how that would not make any sense. I'm sure I can keep going and try to get to the 125, but like I said, I'm already 8 inches smaller, which is a lot, I think. When you're at my size, it's every quarter inch is like fabulous. And I'll post some pictures, after pictures. Even though I measure smaller, I was looking at the pictures and I was comparing them to my first before and after pictures, and I'm like, my tripod must have been set up differently, because I do look thinner, like longer for some reason. And I think I figured it out. Like when I was taking the pictures in the first round, I had my camera this way, and it was kind of at this perfect level, But this time I was too lazy to go downstairs to get my tripod, so the camera was horizontal and it was sitting on my shelf. That causes a different perspective on the body, but you can still tell that I'm pretty thin or fit or whatever, except my inner thighs. I still need some work in my backside, but still. Anyways, so I decided not to inject today. I'm gonna make yesterday my last day, but I'm gonna use this weight, 127.2, as my last dosage weight. That way I can really strive to stay lower. I don't want my range to go to 129.8. I'd rather it go to 129.2 and then, cut it off. In fact, if I lose weight tomorrow, which I doubt, because I went out to eat today and I ate double my veggies. I ate asparagus and kale. I don't think I'm going to lose weight tomorrow, but I don't know. You never know. You really never know. So I'm really excited because, oh my gosh, I was so scared that on Saturday when I was on the road, I was going to cheat and I would still have HCG in my body and I would gain and I would be so upset. It just would not have been a pretty sight. I think I'm making the right decision, and I think that I have surpassed anything that I could imagine in my weight loss. I mean, though I didn't get to the number on the scale, I got to the number on the measuring tape. I mean, because I keep track of my goals on Daily Burn, and my goal for my waist was 27, and I got to 26 and a half. So I think that is pretty damn cool. And I surpassed my midriff, my bust, and my upper right here under my armpits. I also surpassed that goal. And my neck got smaller. So my goal for this round on the measuring tape, I surpassed. But on my scale, I didn't. And what's more important, guys? How we look, right? Not how much we weigh. Important lesson for me, because during round 2, I totally blew off the measuring tape. Because I forgot. It wasn't that I didn't know that it was pounds and inches. I just forgot to measure. I'm so glad that I set the measurement goal before I started round 2, because if it wasn't for Daily Burn, my app, which actually asks you to populate your goal form, I wouldn't have had that information. So you guys who are newbies who are starting out or going on your next rounds and you hadn't done it before, make sure that you have not only your weight goal, but also your measurements goal, because you just take for granted that you're losing inches because you're so obsessed with the scale that you don't measure. And a lot of people do it. Even veterans out there are not measuring anymore. So, it's very important to do the inches part of pounds and inches. You can put on a pair of jeans and say, oh, it fits, but you don't really know if you've lost or how many inches you've lost, because you still have some softness in your body. So you can still button up a pair of jeans even though you've gained half an inch or something. I guess that's my point. So I'm totally stoked about this, and I'm so happy that it's over and I don't have to be on VLCD while I'm in LA. That is such a relief for me. Though I did stabilize, it's not the weight I wanted to stabilize at, and I'm just hoping that I stick to it. I'm going to have more local support because I'm going to see you guys in Vegas, and I'll be on P3, and then my brother is going to be with me, and my friend Shanna, who's on P2, she's going to be there, and so we're going to kind of keep each other in check, and it's just so awesome.